Radio dispatch, do you know who this is?
No, who is this is?
This is Sergeant Stinko.
Oh, yeah? You know who this is?
No.
Here it is, the Baco Tunes podcast with mattomunoz. Audio brought to you by Chain Cone Clark.
It's your host, Mr. Mattomunoz, and I am honored to welcome into the studio for the first time a local legend, a creative. I mean, this brother has so much history. I can't wait to talk to him. Alberto Herrera.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Off air, before we got started, I just realized that your history, your artistic history in Bakersfield and Kern County is not just limited to art, which I've known you as an artist for many, many years, and I knew you had some musical endeavors, some musical projects. You're creative in a lot of different areas.
Yes.
However, I just found out that you were a founding member, one of the members of the first official Chicano punk rock band in Bakersfield, Fail.
That's correct.
In the 80s, who I saw as an impressionable youth from McFarland, California, baby.
That was a BC.
God, yeah. And then I saw you guys another time, but I'll never forget seeing you guys play. It was for the Examples. They were a punk rock band. This might have been 85. I think it was 86. They were super popular, and they were all Mormon guys. And they did that farewell show because one of the members was going to go on a mission. So they decided, let's do one more show for everybody. They were a funny band. They were kind of like a comedy punk rock band. Mm-hmm. There was another band that opened up the show called The Rainmakers that had Slim the Drifter was the guitar player, singer for the band. I can't remember what his name is, but he became Slim the Drifter later on. Mm-hmm. But opening the show was Fail. So you had the hood of a car in the back of you, and spray painted on it was Fail, F-E-O.
Yeah.
And we were just like, me and my friend Gilbert, and then we had my friend Daryl, and we were sitting up right in the front. And we're like, look at these Chicanos, man. And you guys were like,
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this, man? So you were a member of Fail. Like, okay, we're going to get to that, but I want to talk to you about your personal history. You're an artist. You know, we're heading into Hispanic Heritage Month. So, Alberto Herrera, let's get to you. Let's start from the top. Where are you from?
I was born in Esaleta, Texas. By El Paso.
How many siblings do you have? What's the size of your family?
We were 6. Mm-hmm. 2 brothers and a twin, which was my sister and Fernando, and then Rayo, my older brother. We were 6. Mm-hmm. I lost my sister about 2 years ago. Yeah, so we were 6. We followed the cosecha. All my family was over there, my grandfather, everybody, uncles and aunts, and they all decided to move to Bakersfield. I don't know why. So we said, all right. So we went on the cosecha. I think I was like, maybe, second grade, maybe. Mm-hmm. And we did all of Salinas, out California. We picked peaches, all kinds of stuff. You know, I was little. It was just entertainment. You know, I saw a lot of things. But anyway, then they decided to stop in Bakersfield, and I've been here since. Mount Vernon Elementary, Sierra Junior High. Mm-hmm. My drumming, actually, I started drumming with my uncle Juan Rubio. He was a stud. He was very gregarious and funny, and he used to call me Beto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that.
And so I
that was a great campaign, by the way, for Beto.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
And he's still around.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's not the end of Beto.
I know. There is not the end. It's just beginning, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, so I got me a little drum set, and first gig was on Columbus, and a guitar. The guitar was all stiff and everything. It was heavy, electric. A little amp, right? And it wasn't even a known brand. And his guitar hooked up to it, and my aunt Elvia Rubio would be singing hooked up to the same amp, both of them, And me and the drum, man, I remember playing, and we were outside. Okay, Tio, let's do it. No practice or nothing. Tio, what are you going to do? He says, un corrido, mijo. Oh, Got it.
So you started out doing the straight conjunto stuff.
Oh, man, yeah.
For the family on the weekends.
Yeah, I used to go see Ramon Ayala at the fairgrounds.
Oh, yeah.
I was little. I used to stand on the stage and I used to go like this and watch, the drummer. Oh man, crisp. Yeah. And Ramon Ayala,
Oh yeah. Well, East Bakersfield at the time when you're growing up over there. What are some of your memories of how the neighborhood was? What neighborhood were you at over there?
About 5 blocks from Mount Vernon School, Richmond, actually. Actually Bates. The whole family, the Rubio family, Herrera, all of us, we moved into Bates Avenue. At one time, we were like 4 families in 1 block. So that was great. And then, so then we all spread out. But let me see. So
a lot of the families around there kind of followed the same way, the same trail.
Yeah.
They came from Texas. They came from Arizona. They did that Salinas
in the cosecha, West cosecha, harvest,
Yeah. There's a lot of common stories. My parents would tell me the same things, that the families, that block of the people, everybody kind of looked out for each other.
Yeah, like my uncle. We, the dog pound in Mount Vernon? Mm-hmm. Across the street is John Deere.
Yeah.
That was all cotton field, baby.
Wow.
I picked it with those big old long sacks, me and my brother. They gave us a sack, says, okay, let's go. So we were like, man, this is kind of fun. And then and then we got to the place to weigh that cotton out. Other people were like, ours were like, what the hell? Well, we were picking the cotton, and they were just, shell and everything, more, they didn't really, we were trying to clean it up, but no, I think I made $13 that day.
You had to fill it up and then go dump it out.
Yeah.
They did a little check.
Oh, yeah, of course I was like 9 years old.
So that was big money for you.
Man, yeah, it was, man. I went and got me some pan dulce and some chicle and
just the simple things in life.
Simple things in life.
Yeah, so very humble beginnings, like so many Latinos that just, they want to provide for the family. You go to where the food is, you go for where the work is.
Exactly.
And you got to survive and everything. So your roots suddenly become firmly planted in Kern County.
Exactly.
Education,
right,
this is where
very
you start
important.
kick off your education, opportunities. Obviously, music, definitely for a lot of Latinos and a lot of, people come from humble beginnings. Music and entertainment, artistic art becomes the thing that you gravitate towards because it helps you develop your imagination.
But the instruments came because my dad was a mechanic later on. And he went to, I was with him when he got his, he used to go in Texas to a little college, and he finally got his degree. He got a degree, and he was so happy because it said Doctor of Motors, mechanic.
Yeah.
But to my dad, it was like, mira, mijo. So anyway, back to Bakersfield, he bartered some work, and he showed up one day with an accordion, a violin, a piano, a drum set, and oh my God, what Dad? Oh, sweet. So my sister got on the violin, and my brother got on the piano, and then guitar, me, and the drums. And then, my younger sister never, she...
Yeah.
So anyway, of all the instruments, I learned all of them. I did.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how I started my music thing, And,
that's so cool. I love learning this about you.
Thank you.
That everybody has a story, and sometimes when you think you know somebody, now people just need to take the time to sit down and have conversations like this and realize how small the world is and how we're all connected. Like watching you with the band Fail, it had a big impact on me because that was the first time that I saw actual Chicanos, the music that I was into in a teenager, discovering punk rock and all that stuff in the local music scene. I mean, we had to find out where the gigs were. This was pre-internet.
Oh, exactly.
So we're in McFarland, and the only time we heard anything punk rock was if we happened to be in Bakersfield and found a flyer by a band.
Yeah.
So we ended up there. And I know, like, there's people like Moses Adame, his band Burning Image, and all those bands were going on at the time. But you guys were the scene. You guys were the music scene at the time, the underground, the cool scene.
I remember that, exactly that BC thing. I remember I was jumping up and down on stage, man. And then I played timbales, too. I remember that. Because we had a little...
and you were on drums.
No.
You were the guitarist.
I was a guitar player.
Yeah.
I was a guitar player.
And you were were you singing too?
I was singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I can hear the voice. I can picture it in my head. I can picture it. I can see you guys up there. And of course,
so much fun.
Yeah.
There's nothing like doing your own stuff, you know.
Oh, yeah,
and then
man.
being young and, you know.
Doing your thing. Okay, so you guys are teenagers at this time.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are California boys, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're a California kid. Were you still doing field work and doing all that? Were you kind of like left that world and kind of got into different type of work?
Well, actually, I started, I got married, which is...
How young?
22.
Yeah.
It was... I started working...
It happens.
Yeah, shit happens.
I became a dad at 24.
Oh! Okay, I was 16. No, wait a minute.
These crazy músicos. Look at us.
That was all caliente, man. Used to call me conejo.
That's why they call you Fail.
Yeah.
That's why the band.
Hey, well, the name of the band, I tell you, we played at a party before we were Fail. And so a girl remarked, "Man, you guys play Fail, man. You guys play Fail." Fuck, that's the name of the group. Thank you. You know,
you guys were a power trio.
Yes, we were back then. Yeah. You know, and most of the time we were just,
just jamming.
Yeah.
Well, what were you guys listening to back then?
Well, me.
Yeah. That eventually, because you said you grew up listening to Ramon Ayala and jamming out with the family playing those tunes, but I mean, Feo was not a conjunto band at all. They were you were a modern rock band.
Yeah.
You know, I was every time I see a trio like that, I think of either the Police or Rush. Or something along that. And so I remember that you guys were like a power trio, but what were you into, man?
Actually, I don't know. I like everything, but I like to improv.
Hold on, you were listening to Santana.
Oh, of course I was.
Of course, right?
Oh no. Yeah, well, Santana. Yeah, he had a very
rock.
Santana. Let me back up.
Okay.
Yeah, Santana was. I didn't have a favorite, put it that way, but Santana was one of the. I said, man, Santana, and I've seen him 2-3 times.
Yeah,
he blows you away,
man.
Just amazing. And I was in Vegas when I saw him, and I cut the drummer's a drumstick at seeing Santana.
Nice.
I have it.
Those are those meant to be moments, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You connect.
Yeah, I connect. Man, I went, I dove for it, man, and so I shit.
You did the soul sacrifice dive.
I did. As a matter of fact, it was that same song.
All right. Oh, sorry. Okay. Because we could, man. Oh my God. I could keep you on. I could keep you in the studio for so many hours, but we gotta move into some different areas of your life, brother.
Go for it.
Okay. So you're already involved in music. Now, when does the idea of an artist come into play? Was it you got to give me that story because I only know you from.
Yeah.
Latin Nation, it's pretty much kind of like was our introduction.
Yeah.
I knew you'd done some work, but like, let's go back to when like art became a thing, the visual arts.
Well, the visual arts, when my mom gave me the crayon to draw for the first time.
Were you always drawing all the time? Everything?
From that day on, I drew as much as when I started feeling anxiety, I drew, I went to go see the house. Hopefully, it's still there on Ochoa Street, because all the walls were all. I drew on all the walls.
As a child, as a teenager, were you a nervous child? Were you shy?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, no. I was shy for a little bit, but what happens when I paint? It just I go into another.
There's another state of mind.
Yeah, because what happened because of being arachnophobic, it was on my hands. I could actually feel them being, cut up. The episodes that I used to, it was maybe the fever or I don't know. I did a lot of imagining things that I guess in my world. But anyway, so that feeling when my mom gave me that again the crayon, that it went away, and so I started. That's why my art is like, I don't want to spend too much time on it. So I'm get to the point now that I know what I want. Sometimes I don't, and it just happens. But a lot of times, I started real serious at the Big Sur Museum of Art when it was the Cunningham. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I entered a visual arts contest, judged. Took 3 paintings, and I don't know. 3 days later, the lady called me. Herrera? I said, yeah. I said, "Oh, you can come pick up your paintings." They were not accepted for the visual arts. I said, "Excuse me?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm sorry. You need to pick them up." I said, okay. So, man, I was like, what? No, man. Rejection. People that are driven a lot. That we take it kind of not personal, but.
Oh, I know that feeling. That's like the first time I tried out after rehearsing, practicing for honor band when you're at those ages where like this is what I was meant to do, and then you get the thing you didn't make it, and we're like,
yeah,
what do you mean I didn't make it?
For Sierra Junior High, I auditioned. Yeah, I auditioned for the drum thing in the morning, and I didn't pass that afternoon because he gave me some sticks, and I was just I didn't follow. I wasn't going to follow him anyway.
Yeah. So you got your first taste of rejection.
Yeah. Oh, then let me finish that little story. So then, man, I think I threw 2 of them away because they were little. I said, man, and I kept one. I said, you know what? Hell with it. So that from that day on, man, I paint it every day. The next year, I applied again. I got best of show. Yeah. And that painting the painting that I got best of show, I painted over it.
Really?
I want to start all over, baby.
Yeah.
Because now I know I have it. So that started all this
Man,
stuff.
you were Banksy before Banksy.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
You're the Chicano Banksy.
But nobody filmed it, eh?
Wow.
And then the Latin Nation came around.
Yeah.
And
well, what year was this about the time that you really started to kind of establish your style? Because you do have a style which is distinctly Alberto Herrera.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, when did you know this is my style right here? At what year was that? Kind of what kind of era of your life?
It was a little later because I want to say maybe in the 40s I started. Because I was doing a lot of it, and but family.
What did it look like? What did your art look like from the? If you were to like look back to like when you were really just kind of starting to do stuff, did it resemble anything of your current works? Did it resemble anything?
No, I've evolved. It's that somebody says, "Hey, man, a Herrera." It's a Herrera.
Yeah.
I said, well, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Because it's spontaneity, and my creativity is just poof when it's there, it sings. Just like when you have a song.
Yeah.
And boom, it hits you. Man, that's a beautiful thing. So, yeah, it's back to that nation.
Yeah.
My mom passed away, and. Man, for like 2-3 months, man, I didn't pick up a brush, man. I was the man, because she was my world, man. She praised me for anything, Ay, mijo, I would do. Ay, mijo, mira qué bonito, qué
Biggest
chulo.
fans.
Yeah, Ay, mijo, ya te measte. Ay, pobrecito, I mean,
They cheered us on for everything.
Yeah. So anyway, I said, man, I'm going to paint again. because I'm going to. So I got a big canvas, and I painted my mother. So I painted her, and while I was painting her, man, I was crying, man. Poof, I was crying. So I took it to Don Martin, and I got Best of Show. Yeah. And that painting started all of them. I'm the only artist in Bakersfield that has had 7 paintings in the front cover of Bakersfield Life magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were on Moss magazine? That's when I was over there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Moss. Yeah. We go way back.
I'm telling you, man, we go all the way back to the original Latin Nation art shows that were so much fun. Everybody out there listening, so the Latin Nation art show series took place to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month in Bakersfield. It was held at Metro Galleries, which was a former gallery that was kind of credited with kind of helping the resurgence of downtown Bakersfield. The gallery owner, Don Martin, was really great. He used to hold the show there, and it was to spotlight Hispanic art, Latino art in all its various forms. And Alberto was one of those prominent figures right there. He kind of like, he was like, Latin Nation's coming up. Alberto, give us kind of the theme, the signature painting. And I mean, it was just beautiful nights. My band used to play. We used to have folklorico music. It was a celebration of Hispanic culture.
Beautiful.
And like I said, like the pandemic kind of killed off a lot of events. And even Don Martin, he tried to. He was ready to reopen the new Metro Galleries. Yeah, he was. And we were getting ready to do Latin Nation, which was going to be bigger.
Yeah, outside.
And now, it's let me see. Fredo's is where the old Metro Galleries is. Fredo's is now. It's like a restaurant bar. That's
where the Metro used to be.
Yes.
Is it any good? Have you been in it?
It's pretty good.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, hey, local business.
It's a restaurant.
You got to support these local businesses. Anybody who has a dream to do it. But yeah, we miss Metro Galleries. We miss, Don Martin's still out there doing.
Oh yeah, the excitement and not having the air conditioner work at one night. We were out.
It felt like Mexico.
Okay, smells like carne asada in here.
Oh, we used to.
And the food's not even here yet.
We used to have a blast, and then what's his name? The owner of. Oh gosh, he's the restaurant that did the catering. He used to bring out that giant margarita, and everybody had to drink out of it. Yeah. And obviously, this was pre-COVID.
You got COVID. You got COVID.
The COVID margarita. Yeah. The Latin Nation art shows really helped to establish you as a prominent figure in local art, and not just in Latino art, but just art in general, because it kind of resonated throughout the community. But then did you start selling more art, and when you started to see this is something that I can do and actually kind of make a living of, because we obviously, as creatives, you do it because you love it. Right. But if there's a way that you can actually make a living doing what you love, at what point did you know I could possibly make some money out of this?
Well, Cuca, again, Ruth from Cuca's, she said, Alberto, you're not on Facebook. I said, nah, I don't want to be on Facebook. She said, you should put your art. Mm-hmm. I thought about it. So okay. So I did. I tell you, Facebook, I've grown my viewers, my family and friends, familia. I thought to myself about 2 years ago, 2.5, maybe 3 years ago, I said, you know what? I'm going to put a painting every Saturday on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Can I do that? I said, So I looked behind me in my studio. She said, you already got 300 in there that never see it. I said, all right. So I did, and I've been showing a painting every Saturday.
And you asked to name it. I've named.
I know you have,
name.
And thank you so much.
I love it.
Yeah, and well, see, I like to connect because if you purchase it, you can name the painting. See. So hey, I do real good. People tell other people, and
what's your Facebook handle? So it's facebook.com/ if people wanted to find you.
Alberto.
Alberto Herrera. Alberto. Herrera.
Herrera.
Herrera. So
yes.
you got it before before the Alberto Herrera in New York took it. That's all yours. So
yeah, it is.
it
It is. See, I forgot what.
Sorry.
That's all right.
You're
asking too many.
I'm pulling you into all these other places. See, I told you the caffeine, man. All right. So you're on Facebook. You're asking people if you buy it, you can name it.
Oh yeah. So that's been pretty good, and so I've had people just show up, and they, some of them fret, what, and some of them okay, cool. That's. So I always, what I do, I tell the people, retail, this is from Kuka, is the one price, but studio price is this price. And it's almost half of what I can sell it, or I have been selling to other people in this type. And I say half for you, and people love it because people say, you're just making it up. But no, but that's how business has helped me, do that. And then because people, I shouldn't brag, but they say, well, if you own a Herrera, that's pretty cool because he's expensive to some people. But some people is like, boom. I've had people just write a check. I have a lot of attorney friends, and what I like is when they buy a painting and they change all the furniture and the color for the painting.
Yeah.
I've had so many people do that. Send me a picture. And they do, and I said, man, wow.
Yeah, and why not? Why not charge a nice price for your work? I mean, this is something that you shouldn't feel, never feel guilty about it. And if people have to understand, this is something that comes from a person's heart and soul.
Yeah,
from their mind.
I used to fret about that, but not anymore. Because I have my stirs from retirement from teaching. A little
doing what you love, man.
And
it's a good investment too.
Every morning I get up and we have two little dogs, brand new corgis actually. But I get up and take care of business, and I go in my studio and I sit outside. I have an old upright piano. You should come over.
Yeah, man.
But the piano needs tuning. But anyway, I tinker on the piano outside, and I have all my stuff, and I'm doing a lot of. I love hieroglyphics. That's why that book is kind of hieroglyphic-y.
Do you want to talk about the book
okay.
now? Yeah. Let's go into the book because we got a lot of land to cover. But this is definitely important. This is the reason I got to talk to Alberto about this because I saw on your Facebook. So everybody out there listening, if you want to check out some of Alberto's work, you should go to Facebook and look up Alberto Herrera, and you could actually go into Google, and he's got a good history. He's got a good history of online, so you could actually check out his work and see his style, and you'll know, like he said, oh, that's Herrera, and you'll see like he's done tons of stuff, and it's amazing. It's all beautiful. But I noticed that you had posted up something recently that. You had an animated short film that was a winner at a film festival, and from there I said, well, I got to call him. I got to check in with him and see what's going on. And I saw that you had this book. It's called Música, a delightfully harmonic tale of the origin of music by Alberto Herrera. It's a beautiful book, which I love books. Everybody should be reading books.
Amazon.com.
Yeah. Go to Amazon.com. You should check it out.
Música.
And I'm going to be posting up the links to it in the Baco Tunes podcast episode information to check out his work.
Sweet.
And also to check out this book, and because it also has a musical companion to it. But let's talk about the book, Música, a delightfully harmonic tale of the origin of music. I saw here that it was published in 2012.
Yes.
Wow. So this has just been it's almost been kind of like a secret, like a secret that's been out there. Let's talk about this and what's been the latest. What made you decide to do a book?
Okay. Well, the book, because I've always wanted to do a book, but then you have to push it, and I just don't want to do that. So I said, I'm going to make a film about it. That's when I started getting tutored in animation from New York once a week from Michael. He was my advisor, and he showed me how to do it. Animation is, oh man, it's so complicated that it's so easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do so many steps to move one hand on thing you got to do. But anyway, so that's why I decided to do animation, because I still have very faith in that book. You know, it didn't go anywhere, but that's okay. I didn't push it. But this film,
Well, don't say that.
but yeah, but this film,
Yeah.
but this film is pushing itself.
Yeah.
I won 3 awards at the Hispanic.
I have said.
Do you have a list?
I said.
Oh, yeah.
It was an award winner at the Niagara Falls International Film Festival, also the Hispanic International Film Festival, and the Indie Fest Film Festival.
Mhm.
Wow! All this year?
All this year.
Wow!
And the Niagara Falls, I won it for best music.
That's fantastic. Yes, because there's also a musical companion which I'm holding on. What we're going to do right now.
Listen to your heart, baby.
Mm-hmm. What's the name of the song that we're going to hear?
Listen to your heart.
So everybody, listen right here.
It's the first track.
Let's check out Listen to Your Heart right here on the Baco Tunes podcast, and we'll be right back with Alberto.
Please don't waste my time. I got better things to do. You never really cared. You were always in the world. If you change your story, don't let you see parts of it. You'll always be the victim. It's just an easy way out. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Always with the wrong decisions. You always make up your mind too fast. Feel the warmth around you, not just passionate heat. Your heart knows what it wants. It steps with every beat. Be wise and listen. Listen to your beat. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Please don't waste my time. I got better things to do. You never really cared. You were always in the world. If you change your story, don't let you see parts of it. You'll always be the victim. It's just an easy way out. Knows what it wants. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Your heart knows. Listen. Your heart knows. Yes, it does. Listen to
I watched the short film on YouTube, and that's how I found it. You had posted up on it, and I was like, we really got to spread the word about this, brother. And I'm so glad because, sometimes, like you said, unfortunately, us as creatives, we're always so hard on ourselves. We think that nobody's watching. And you say, the first thing we want to say is like, the book didn't go anywhere. No, unfortunately, we always kind of like, we're creatives and we doom our own, we doom ourselves even before we had a chance.
Yeah.
But, sometimes you got to let these things marinate. And the fact that you revisited it, you saw with the animated short film and the music element, it just gives it new life.
Yeah.
And this book will live on forever, man. And so the song, Listen to Your Heart, let's talk about that. Tell me about the song.
Well, I wrote it in the guitar first. I don't even remember when. But anyway, so then I learned it in the piano. So, and then it was just something to, sometimes we don't like pay attention to, you got to listen to your heart sometimes because the heart, it'll always be good for you in a good sense because a lot of people take it too far and some people don't take it at all, So listen to your kind of like listen to your soul, listen to what you want. If you sing, if you want to, go jump rope, just because life is short, man. It boom, gone, And so, and what happened with this, I've been doing some writing, but because I did almost all the music myself. But I used, in one cut, I used Larry Galindo, guitar player.
Yeah.
Glenn, the bass player, Glenn, just phenomenal. Paul Cartwright on violin.
Mm-hmm.
You got to hear him play on the last song. Paul Cartwright, he just cooks.
Did you know Tim? I'm sure you did.
I did not know Tim.
Wow. Yeah,
But I never met him because I was in another world, man. I all this stuff that you talk about getting together, I was like I couldn't raising a family and then you get. Oh man, I want to go out to go listen to the band. No, you can't. Yeah. No, what are you? You're never gonna become nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, that's life, man. You found a way to balance life with your creative endeavors.
Yes.
And you're finally starting to see it. Like I said, once you put something out there, you gotta know your worth. And so, like, if you own an Alberto Herrera original, you should be proud of it. I've been really familiar. One of these days, when I have the money, we'll buy one. We'll put one in our house. We have a lot of local art.
Yeah, I take payments, eh?
Yeah. You take PayPal.
I take food stamps too, eh?
But okay, let me bring you back. Let's come back to the book. Okay, so I'm looking at the description. Matisse, an intuitive young boy, discovers music while feeding his beloved birds. Matisse, little did he know that the simple act of love he showed for his birds would change the world with music forever. So it's kind of the origins of music and rhythm. So when you listen to music, are you more drawn to the rhythm first or the melody?
Rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like to move when you're creating your work. Do you listen to music?
My own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes from there.
I always have earbuds and I put stuff that I've done the night prior because I just whatever. So it seems like I never play a song the ones that I really like because But so I listen to that while I'm painting, and then I get tired of myself. Yeah, but that's a bunch of bullshit. When you talk about that tape I gave you, I showed this other guy. I won't mention his name. But I said, hey, man, how'd you like the music? Oh, man, it's a bunch of shit, man. It's like nothing. Okay. It's not even a song. I said, it ain't supposed to be. Come on, But that's the different extremes,
Yeah.
People that don't understand. That's why when you're an artist, you got to. I'm at the point now that I don't give a hoot if you like my stuff because there's too many people that do,
Yeah.
and I've
There's
grown.
an audience for everybody, bro.
There's an audience for everybody.
Yeah.
And I now that I'm retired, I want to tap into the music more.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm glad I met you, and hey, you come over and we'll jam it up a little bit,
man.
whatever.
Let's talk about fail stories, man.
Uh,
You got the book, and you got the music, and you got your art. You won awards. What other things do you have going on? Like, what other things are you getting yourself involved in? Any upcoming projects? I mean, we are heading into Hispanic Heritage Month. We get our 1 month. We get our 1 month to showcase ourselves. Although we should be celebrating, we celebrate our culture 24/7, 365 days a year, like I do. I love talking to people like you, and I think us as Chicanos, as fellow Latinos, and the stories, the stories, the histories that we share amongst each other.
Yeah.
We need to support each other because we need to not allow a beautiful book like this, like Musica, released in 2012. Just go unnoticed for 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to wait that long. When something like this comes out and someone like Alberto goes, hey, check out this book, I think it'd be great. Why don't you get it for your kid? Why don't you read it to your child? It might spark some interest in them.
Yeah.
Don't just show them a Disney movie so they can be singing the songs that somebody else wrote, is making millions of dollars off of. Show them something like this, and if they have an interest in music, nurture that interest. You could start right here with this musical companion. Now, where can people buy it?
The book?
Yes.
Go to Amazon.com and put Musica. They have to put the whole title, Musica.
It's spelled Musika. What we'll do is we're going to make sure that the podcast episode information box, I will put direct links in there. So all you have to do is just go on there, click on it. It'll take you right there, and you're supporting Alberto. We'll make sure that we get all the information out there. Now, what about the music?
The live music?
Yeah. Well, what about the music? If somebody wanted to get the musical companion to it, you could purchase it also on Amazon?
No. Well, yes, you can on Amazon Music. Go on Spotify.
Okay, I will put the link into Spotify. And what you should do is, sit down with the family, check it out. You don't have to be a child to look at an animated book or an animated film. I mean, art is for everybody. And the thing I love about it,
gotta have open mind.
Yeah, man. I'm a big daydreamer. I love to sit there and daydream, and I like to go to those places. Like when I start thinking about watching Fail for the first time, I remember being a teenager. Life was so easy.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah, man. Like I'm one of these days I'm gonna be on stage.
Yeah.
5 years later. I started a band, but it's like you never forget those. Those are those first impressions, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to know how much I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I think everybody needs to recognize if there's somebody in your life, somebody that you remember that had an impact on you, whether it was just that one moment, you see them again, give them some props. And don't wait for just Hispanic Heritage Month. Just go out there. If you want to have a show, maybe Alberto might want to show some of his works at one of your concerts.
Yeah.
Or you have a place of business.
Buy local art.
Reach out to him. Yeah. We see him all the time.
Let's do it.
Let's
set up anything, it's maybe for charity,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there anything you would like to share with the audience before we wrap this up? Any shout outs, any mentions? The mic is all yours, bro.
Okay, well, Matisse, my son, he's the youngest one. He's the one.
He inspired the book?
No.
Or the title?
Just the name of the hey, can't take it back that far. No, but because he's my youngest, shout out to my older son Albert Joseph. He's a chef in Syracuse, New York.
Wow.
Raised in a family. He's also a musician. He's a party animal just like me. And then my daughter Lindsay, she's a beautician. She is right next to my older son. And then I have Matisse, and then my wife Elizabeth. Shout out. She puts up a lot of stuff that that I off the wall, because I have no filter. Sometimes.
Yeah, hey man, we're hot blooded, we're red blooded Chicanos, man.
That's right.
We got to represent, and we speak from the heart.
Thank you for having me. I've always looked up to you because he's playing up there, Matt. Cool. I couldn't go to all your gigs because, I have to be in bed by 7:30. No.
Hey, like I say, 9 p.m. is the new midnight, bro.
Yeah. I used to have an uncle that used to fall asleep like.
9 p.m. is the new
And,
midnight.
and my mom said, "Well, es que está malo, mijo. He's got that sleeping." I said, "Mom, he stays up all night. That's why." No. He did.
Well,
Anyway.
Alberto, I want to thank you for being right here on Real Talk.
Thank you, Matt.
Like I said, in the podcast episode information box, I will be posting all the links to Alberto's work, to Amazon, to the book, to the music, to everything. And just follow him. Follow him. All you got to do is just follow him. If he posts some stuff, you know what? You might name his next piece of work after you purchase it.
Yeah, hey. Half off, maybe.
Yeah, right on, brother.
Call me,
Well,
baby.
I can't think of a better person to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month than when this brother. So once again, muchas gracias con todo amor to my homie, Bakersfield artist, Alberto Herrera. Thank you so much, brother.
Muchas gracias for having me. Adios.
The Baco Tunes podcast with Matt Munoz. New episodes every week. And for the latest, be sure to follow us at Baco Tunes on Instagram and Twitter. That's BAKOTUNES. And be sure to like us, rate us, comment at us, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back next time.